As you said, at least 4 vehicles were shot at, no one injured, and no arrest yet. Just over my shoulder, that is the command center. It's where Washington State Patrol is working alongside King County Sheriff's, SWAT team, other local police agencies, and all lanes shut down on State Route 509 between 160th and Kent Des Moines Memorial Road. Now, according to Washington State Patrol, it was just after 1:40 this afternoon that the first call came in about shots fired. Then more calls. In total, 4 vehicles were struck, but remarkably, as I said, no one injured. We were able to talk with a couple of the victims. One of those victims, Mary Ertl, says the bullet went right through her windshield, narrowly missing her.
I was just driving home from work, and I heard a boom and glass all over my face, and I looked and I saw that it went through the passenger side, and I realized that it was a bullet.
I would have freaked out if I got shot in the windshield like the first lady did, and so that would have scared the crap out of me because, you know, see the window just break when the bullet came through. So.
A gentleman you just heard from, the bullet entered his vehicle and landed in the driver's seat, narrowly missing his legs. Now, happening right now, Washington State Patrol is busy on the ground and in the air. They have a plane up checking the tree line. They're moving along 509. They also tell me that they believe the shots came from the east side of 509. Witnesses have indicated that additional shots were fired. Law enforcement's working to confirm the timeline on all of that. And for now, these lanes of 509 will remain closed. That's obviously going to create quite the traffic impact. For more on that, we turn to Stephen Kilbreth. Stephen.